Hi, this is Denise M., your Panel 72, Area 50, Western New York delegate to the General Service Conference. In this segment, I'll be reviewing the committee considerations from the Cooperation with the Professional Community Committee, or CPC for short. The committee reviewed 5 agenda items and did not have any recommendations that went to the full conference floor for vote, but here are the committee considerations. The first one, the committee reviewed a progress report on the LinkedIn page, which was launched in November of 2019, and they suggested that a report be brought back to the 2023 General Service Conference, including the following: strategies for increasing the number of posts per month, strategies to increase search result ranking, and posts targeted to professionals on topics such as AA anonymity, self-support, cooperation without affiliation, and our public relations policy. Next, the committee reviewed 2 draft pamphlets. The first is for AA in your community, which is an existing pamphlet. And secondly, they reviewed a progress report for an outward-facing pamphlet for mental health professionals. And the work on that particular new pamphlet was started after an approval from the 2021 General Service Conference, and the committee requested that reports or drafts be brought back to the 2023 General Service Conference on each of those. Next, the committee looked at a new request to create a new pamphlet for AA members to use to reaching out to their own doctors. And the committee took no action after fully discussing this one and noted that healthcare professionals generally don't have a lot of time to sit down and meet with their patients, but the committee did suggest that service material for AA members on how to speak to their own healthcare provider be worked on at the General Service Office. And finally, the committee, as a standing item, reviews its own CPC kit and workbook and did have a few suggestions that they wanted to bring up. The first was to look at the printed version of the items in the kit versus the most up-to-date revisions that are on aa.org. Secondly, to include a list of changes to the revised pamphlets and service materials. And thirdly, to include experience from online, in-person, and virtual CPC events and activities, and to make all formats accessible for digital devices. And finally, the committee did add one of their own items, which a committee is free to do during their work during the week at the General Service Conference. And so the committee discussed optimizing digital resources and suggested to the Public Information Committee that they explore ways to post videos on non-AA platforms. That would be something like LinkedIn or Instagram, and identifying where and how to approach QR code usage at CPC or PI, meaning Public Information events. If you do have any questions on the CPC committee considerations from the General Service Conference, please feel free to contact me at p72delegate@area50wny.org. And I wish to thank everybody for their help in preparing for the General Service Conference, and thank you for the honor of being your trusted servant.